Hey, I'm Megan. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my fall and winter sewing plans. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll notice that I haven't posted in a while. In my summer sewing plans video, I discussed doing a lot of tutorials. I had tons of projects in mind, but after that, I wasn't really feeling that well this summer. And if you're familiar with my channel, I've talked about my leukemia and stem cell transplant in the past, and I have relapsed. So a lot of my projects are kind of based around what I'll be wanting in the next couple of months, and I've kept the list very low so that hopefully I can get around to everything. My brother's cat is eating dry food, so if you can hear that, sorry. I'm sure that you can empathize with the fact that maybe there's some GI side effects with whatever treatment you're getting. And if I learned anything from 2 years ago, is that I could not zip or button my pants. I left my pants unzipped, did the hair elastic through the buttonhole thing to close my pants. And I would like to not do that this year. So I'm planning on a bunch of low-rise pants, wide leg, flowy, super comfortable, but I want them to have a nice look. Obviously I have sweatpants and casual pants and whatnot, but I would like to have some clothing that's comfortable and I feel a little bit more publicly presentable. So I'm aiming for trousers, but secret pajamas. You know what I mean? So the first pair of pants that I'm intending on making is with this black rayon that I got at Joann Fabrics a number of years ago. It was really stiff when I first bought it, so I had a completely different project in mind for it. But after washing it and seeing how flowy and drapey it is, I couldn't quite figure out what I wanted until I ran into all of these inspiration photos. I love the balloon lantern pant leg, and I love the pleats. The pleat detail is just, a lot of the ballooning is happening down towards the bottom of the leg. There's the pleating in front of the pockets, but I really wanted to do a double pleat in the front and in the back. This was the original photo that I saw, and then whilst compiling my lists, I came across more images like this, and that is exactly what I had in mind. So I'm going to use, nope, not that one. Rats, I didn't grab it, but I'm going to use this pattern, Vogue pattern. Love it, super cute. I'm gonna have to make a lot of amendments to it, and honestly, I should probably just start from scratch and draft up my own pattern, but I do not have the physical or mental capacity for that at the moment. I need something to get the ball rolling, and then I can make the alterations that I want. A lot of the excess fabric is held up high, just under the waist, so I think I'm gonna drop it down a little bit lower on the leg. I'm going to slash and spread to account for the pleats. There's a side panel. I'm gonna get rid of that side panel. A whole bunch of things. I'm also going to lower the rise because these are high-waisted, and I have to amend the pockets as well because they won't work. The pockets are great. I love that they offer two different styles, and I love the top-stitched one, but it will not work with the pleats. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I'm really looking forward to it. I love the pleat detail around the inseam pockets. Oh, so cute. Next, I have this material that I thrifted a very, very long time ago. I just love it. It feels so wonderful. It's definitely a linen blend. I obviously don't know exactly what it is. It's not lightweight, but not heavyweight. I don't know. Is it medium weight? Maybe. Anyways, for a while, I had thought about making Helen's Closet Pona jacket, the cropped variation, but in my life, it's just not that applicable. I don't think I'll find myself wearing it that much. And so I wanted something that was a little bit more practical. Yeah. Anyways, so the thought of making a harem pant came to me, and I have a ton of Pinterest pins on slight variations and details, but I just didn't like how it was draping. So ultimately what I've decided is to make something like this, but maybe not quite as structured. I love the low rise, I love the pleats, love the wide leg, just casual. This will fit very well and be super comfortable. And so I'm planning on using McCall's 7131. I've made this pattern before out of like a slashed bed sheet just to try it out and see how it was, and they're very voluminous. And once I decided on the pattern, I grabbed 2 of my self-drafted pants because I thought, why not have it all? I can have low rise and high rise. My thought is if I make them low rise and they're full length, great. That's exactly what I'm looking for right now. And if I keep the rise long, so that like I'll kind of have like a baggy crotch, which is fine. And on this pattern, the back waistband is elasticated so that I can pull them up and wear them high-waisted if I want to, and they'll be a cropped length. So I'm very excited about this. Next, I have this tablecloth, which is very cute. It's this cream tablecloth with this wonderful texture on it. It's just a grid pattern. You can see I've already seam ripped it apart. I plan to dye it because obviously I'm going to be wearing these over the next couple of months. I'm going to spill food on them and just be a general slob in them, and cream, one, does not suit my complexion very well, but also it will get dirty very quickly. And I would say this is my main inspiration. I've had this pinned on my board for years and years, and I am desperate to make something like it. I love the side details, how you can cinch it in, and there's almost like, what I'm thinking is like a cummerbund almost in the front, like a interfaced, more rigid piece with either a shearing waistband in the back or some other kind of elasticated waistband in the back. Big billowy baggy legs that cinch down into like elasticated cuffs. That's what I'm visualizing. Anyways, it's not going to be exactly like this. I'll pull some inspo from some other things. But first I have to dye this. And initially I was going to dye it navy blue, but I don't know. Now I'm on the fence. Should I go with the green? I can't quite decide. Or another color. I don't know. If you have a suggestion, let me know. Oh, and I do not have a pattern. I'm just going to be winging this. It's going to be a nightmare. We'll just have to see how it goes. And lastly, I have this material, which is just, it's so fun. For, let's see, I thrifted this a year ago at a Goodwill. There were 2 of them. I assume they're tablecloths. It was in the new section, you know? And just after Christmas, most of them were red and green. Plaids, not my jam, but they had 2 in this colorway. I grabbed them both. And for the longest time, I thought maybe like some kind of midi length, asymmetric scrunch, A-line. Oh, of course, now the designer is, where's my phone? I'm going to put it here. Something like inspired by this designer. But again, not that practical for me. Super fun. I think it would be a really fun project. Am I going to be wearing it now? Definitely not. And then hopping on in Pinterest, I found, of course, all these low-rise, pleated, non-pleated, baggy-legged pants, which are super cute. But it wasn't until I saw an episode of The Career Ladder that there was a girl in like, I don't know, some kind of black swooshy pant. And they had box pleats on the front, which were top stitched, maybe 2 inches down to the front leg of the pant, and then opened up. And I just, yes, please. I will definitely be doing that. And my plan is to use or cut one leg on the warp and one leg on the weft and play with the pattern a bit. I am so super excited to finally use this material. I love it. I didn't want to rush into anything and, you know, regret my choices. And I'm really excited about this pant. I pulled out a variety of different patterns, most of them vintage, but of course, upon seeing my glorious inspo pants, I decided, again, to get the ball rolling, this will need a variety of alterations and amendments, but I'm going to use the New Look 6190. I've had it in my stash for ages. Obviously, I'm going to make the pants, not the skirt, probably version B. It has belt loops, but this is a side zip pant, and I'm going to do a front zip. I may do a short or tutorial on how to switch from one to the other. It's not very hard. I also might not because I don't have a whole lot of energy, but I'm super excited to make these pants. And that's it. I will be spending a little over 4 months away from my house, and obviously I will not have my sewing machines with me and all of my tools, so there are plenty of knitting projects that I plan on working on as well. I'm hoping to get these done in the interims between my hospital stays, and we'll see if that happens or not. I also have a plethora of other ideas that, should I have time and I get to, that would be great. I'll share them with you. Other than that, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that might be. Bye!